What's up, Meta Nerds? Welcome back to part 2 of the complete list of every infantry unit used by the Separatist Droid Army. In part 1, we ended on the Droideka, but there was also a Droideka sniper variant, which got rid of that power-draining deflector shield generator, and was instead protected by dropping down the metal plate that it rolled around on, covering up the front of the Droideka, while still having this window to shoot through. Because all power was diverted to this main gun, it was said to be able to kill a clone trooper with a single shot. The Wing Droid is one of the strangest looking units in the droid army. It was only seen in the city of Perkel on the planet Skako Minor, home to the Techno Union. They looked a lot like regular B1s, except they had these fold out wings, which allowed them to patrol the floating Techno Union facility. And if they ran into any trouble, they can try and blast them with those wingtip cannons. Demolition Droids are one of the most specialized droids in the CIS Army, as they had the ability to change from looking like these innocent sweeper droids into these terrifying beings with 2 laser cannons, claws on both its hand and its 2 feet, and packed full of explosive charges that they would use to detonate themselves and take out assets crucial to the Republic, going from a droid that's good at killing itself to the highly trained droids that were trusted with protecting high-ranking Separatist personnel. The IG-100 Magna Guards are a lot like the Commando droids in the fact that they've been trained in melee weapon combat and have way better coordination than your average clanker. They specialized in the Electro Staff, RPS-6 rocket launcher, and even a weapon called the Precision Laser Dart. And they were also covered in duranium armor, just like the B-2, and were able to fight even when decapitated, and were one of the few droids to give a Jedi a hard time, as an Electro Staff could deflect blows from a lightsaber. The LR-57 combat droid, also known as the Retail Caucus droid, was a very strange droid indeed, that is often criticized for looking like a soda can. But for those that ran into it, this thing was not a joke, being armed with 4 blaster cannons, and often were very effective sentinels, being left at important CIS facilities, while these long antennae waited to pick up on any disturbances. Once these traps were triggered, the droid would spring to action and begin firing on the target. The Pistoika Sabotage Droid, also known as the Buzz Droid, was also made by the Colicoid Creation Nest, those same creepy bugs that made the Droideka. This tiny 1/4 of a meter in diameter sphere contained a circular saw, drill head, pincer arms, and a plasma torch. These things would be delivered to the battlefield via a Discord missile, which would erupt in front of the target, releasing 7 of these buzz droids, who would attach themselves to the ship and start ripping it apart. A really cool fact is that Darth Sidious actually gave the CIS all of the schematics to Republic starfighters, so that the buzz droids knew precisely where to attack on the ship. The SDK-4 Assassin Droid, also known as the Assassin Probe, was another creepy crawly droid which could assassinate its target with its razor-sharp legs, or by releasing the Probe Killer, these tiny spider-like droids that were carried inside of the head of the SDK-4. The T-Series Tactical Droid didn't have any weapons, but it was made using thick Durasteel plating, and was so intelligent that they were actually droid advisors to the generals within the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The Separatists would trust the Tactical Droid to be able to command all the other droids if organic leadership was not available. Highly advanced combat analysis software allowed them to be constantly running simulations and always pick the action that had the highest percentage of achieving a CIS victory. And last but definitely not least were the Super Tactical Droids, droids that were so intelligent that they could actually act as generals. One of the most well-known was General Kalani. Kalani was sent by Count Dooku to help put down the rebel uprising on Onderon. And with the rebel victory, Kalani had the King of Onderon executed. And we got a glimpse of how it runs those endless simulations when he wanted to use Captain Rex, Zeb, Kanan, and Ezra in a war game so that he could finally put an end to the Clone Wars. So that's it, a complete list of all of the infantry used by the Separatist Droid Army. If I missed anything, be sure to put it in the comments down below, and we'll make sure we get to it in another video. And definitely let me know which droid was your favorite. But that's it for the Separatist Droid Army. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. And more important than all that, remember, whether they were effective or not, like Dooku said, at least the Separatists didn't send millions of organics to die for their cause. And the Force will be with you, always.